Hey everyone, hope you're having a great day. You're listening to the RX Daily Dose. Today's episode is being recorded for Monday, August 15th, and I'm your host, Ian Parnagoni. We update this podcast for healthcare providers, medical professionals, and anyone who has an interest in drug updates. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on all your favorite podcast platforms and social media, including iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, and Instagram. All links can be found in the show notes below. So as you may have noticed, we've taken some time off. Between work and some personal items, it's been a little difficult lately to find time to record and pull these together. I want to thank you for continuing to listen to these episodes and for subscribing. I hope to start doing these more regularly, so keep listening for those weekly updates. In today's episode, I'll talk about the EUA issued for the Jynneos vaccine for monkeypox and the added indication for Enhertu for non-small cell lung cancer. I'll then review updates on products that the FDA acted upon this week. As always, feel free to skip around. I'm going to include times in the show notes so you get the updates that interest you. First up this week, the FDA issued an emergency use authorization for the Jynneos vaccine to allow healthcare providers to use the vaccine by intradermal injection for individuals 18 years of age and older who are determined to be at high risk for monkeypox infection. This will increase the total number of doses available for use by up to 5-fold. The EUA also allows for use of the vaccine in individuals younger than 18 years of age determined to be at high risk for monkeypox infection. In these individuals, Jynneos is administered by subcutaneous injection. Jynneos, which is the modified Vaccinia Arcana vaccine, was approved in 2019 for prevention of smallpox and monkeypox disease in adults 18 years of age and older determined to be at a high risk for monkeypox or smallpox infection. Jynneos is administered beneath the skin as 2 doses, 4 weeks apart. For individuals 18 years of age and older determined to be at high risk for monkeypox infection, the EUA now allows for a fraction of the Jynneos dose to be administered between the layers of the skin, also known as intradermally. 2 doses of the vaccine given 4 weeks apart will still be needed. There are no data available to indicate that 1 dose of Jynneos will provide long-lasting protection, which will be needed to control the current monkeypox outbreak. Data from a 2015 clinical study of the vaccine evaluated a 2-dose series given intradermally compared to subcutaneously. Individuals who received the vaccine intradermally received a lower volume, 1/5, than individuals who received the vaccine subcutaneously. The results of the study demonstrated that intradermal administration produced a similar immune response to subcutaneous administration, meaning individuals in both groups responded to vaccination in a similar way. Administration by the intradermal route resulted in more redness, firmness, itchiness, and swelling at the injection site, but less pain, and these side effects were manageable. The FDA has determined that the known and potential benefits of Jynneos outweigh the known and potential risks for the authorized uses. To support the FDA's authorization of 2 doses of Jynneos administered by the subcutaneous route of administration in individuals younger than 18 years of age, the FDA considered the available Jynneos safety and immune response data in adults, as well as the historical data with use of live Vaccinia virus smallpox vaccine in pediatric populations. Jynneos has been tested in individuals with immune-compromising conditions and has been found to be safe and effective in the trials that were performed to support approval. It was initially developed specifically as an alternative for use in immune-compromised individuals in the event of a smallpox outbreak. More information can be found on the agency's monkeypox response, which can be found off the FDA's main webpage, and I'll also include the link in the show notes. The FDA also granted accelerated approval to FAM trastuzumab deruxtecan, which goes by brand name Enhertu, manufactured by Daiichi Sankyo, for adult patients with unresectable or metastatic non-small cell lung cancer whose tumors have activating human epidermal growth factor receptor 2 mutations, as detected by an FDA-approved test, and who have received a prior systemic therapy. This is the first drug approved for HER2 mutant non-small cell lung cancer. Efficacy for accelerated approval was based on Destiny Lung 02, a multi-center, multi-cohort, randomized, blinded dose optimization trial. Eligible patients were required to have unresectable or metastatic HER2 mutant non-squamous non-small cell lung cancer with disease progression after prior systemic therapy. Patients were selected for treatment with Enhertu based on the presence of activating HER2 mutations in a tumor specimen. Patients received Enhertu 5.4 milligrams per kilogram by IV infusion every 3 weeks until unacceptable toxicity or disease progression. Of the 52 patients in the primary efficacy population, and most notable in the study, the median age was 58 years, 69% were female, and 79% were of Asian descent. The major efficacy outcome measures were confirmed objective response rate as assessed by blinded independent central review using RECIST version 1.1, and duration of response. The confirmed objective response rate was 58%, and the median duration of response was 8.7 months. The most common adverse reactions, including lab abnormalities, were decreased white blood cell count, hemoglobin, neutrophil, lymphocyte, and platelet count, and participants also reported fatigue, constipation, nausea, decreased appetite, and vomiting. The prescribing information includes a boxed warning advising healthcare professionals of the risk of interstitial lung disease and embryo-fetal toxicity. This application used advice from the FDA Oncology Center of Excellence Project Optimus to conduct a dose randomization study, which led to a lower dose being approved. For more information regarding the OCE's effort to modernize dose selection for oncology products, refer to Project Optimus on the FDA's webpage. The application was also granted priority review, breakthrough therapy, and orphan drug designations. The FDA also added a new indication for the combination product Relugolix, estradiol, and norethindrone acetate, which goes by brand name Myfembree, as a one-pill, once-a-day therapy for the management of moderate to severe pain associated with endometriosis. Myfembree is also approved for the management of heavy menstrual bleeding associated with uterine fibroids in premenopausal women. The FDA has also added a new indication for darolutamide, which goes by brand name Nubeqa, with docetaxel for the treatment of adult patients with metastatic hormone-sensitive prostate cancer. Nubeqa is an oral androgen receptor inhibitor that is also approved to treat non-metastatic castration-resistant prostate cancer. The FDA approved a new tablet formulation for AstraZeneca's acalabrutinib, which goes by brand name Calquence, for all current indications, including adult patients with chronic lymphocytic leukemia, small lymphocytic lymphoma, and for patients with relapsed or refractory mantle cell lymphoma, which is approved under accelerated approval based on overall response rate. And finally, the FDA also expanded the age for all indications for Genentech's baloxavir marboxil, which goes by brand name Xofluza, for the treatment of acute uncomplicated influenza in children ages 5 to less than 12 years of age. Additionally, the FDA approved Xofluza for the prevention of influenza in children ages 5 to less than 12 years of age, following contact with someone with influenza. Xofluza is available as a 1-dose single tablet. It's already FDA approved to treat influenza in people 12 years of age and older who have had influenza symptoms for no more than 48 hours, and who are otherwise healthy or at high risk for developing influenza-related complications. It is also approved to prevent influenza in people 12 years of age and older following contact with someone with influenza. And that's all I have for right now. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I'll include all links in the show notes below, so please go back and check those out too. Please connect with me on any of your social media platforms and give me feedback on what you heard today. I'd love to know what you thought about the episode. And as always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts. And thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.